Okay, so the purpose of this class is for us to not only cook, but to learn how to actually document recipes, right? Calculate nutrition information, all those really, really good things. Those are things that I had to learn on the hard way for myself, and it's a skill that I think is paramount for every single person to know how to do. Now, not everyone is trying to lose weight. You don't have to lose weight to know the nutrition of what you're eating. You can have other people to care for, or you just probably want to get healthier, right? Or you just probably want to get healthier, right? So this skill is a really, really, really important skill to have. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to, I'll let you guys know when I get there. All right, cool. Know where you stand, of course. This is the same slide I show you every single class, right? So far, 60 points have been assigned, right? You guys have 220 points left to get. So that's it. Things were graded last night. Hopefully you guys see your grades. If you have questions, you know the drill. Ask me. All right? Okay, so what are we doing with the recipe tracker? Hopefully my video keeps going. Okay, so basically there's an Excel template, right? This week we're also using a template. The template is attached here, so if you double click on this, the template is going to open. I will show you the template as soon as when I'm done talking about it. So basically, right, you are going to cook 2 recipes this week, 2 different things. You're going to document everything from your ingredients to your process. You're going to take a picture of your actual food that you cooked. So think of it as you making a recipe card, right? Let's say you have all the special recipes, and people kind of outdid themselves last year, so you all need to bring it on, right? So basically, you can say, okay, based on this, I'm going to show you guys a recipe calculator that you can calculate how many calories, how many grams of fat, how many grams of sodium, blah, 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 blah. Right? And you document that. Yes? 100%. I want you to cook and bring it. That's why I let you go out 10 minutes early so you can go grocery shopping. Huh? If you're broke, talk to me. If you're broke, talk to me. I can pay for your groceries if I need to. Huh? So someone said you're not held responsible if you get food poisoning, huh?
I've done that before.
You've given someone food poisoning before? You've got to... What'd you do?
I didn't cook chicken fully.
Oh man. Okay, cook your chicken fully this time. Alright? Does anyone have any crazy allergies? Nuts? Dairy? You have dairy, a dairy allergy. Okay. So bear in mind, we're cooking this week. Like actual cooking, not like hypothetical cooking, like real cooking. Yes.
What if you don't have access?
So like a kitchen, create a no-bake recipe. No-cook recipe. There are several of them. Try your very best. Okay, so this is what it is, right? This is what I'll try to do. This is what, just so I don't like you, so you guys I don't get reported, I didn't cook, so she failed me, XYZ. You know how y'all talk, right? So, I'm going to make the cooking extra credit. You guys, everyone has to create 2 recipes anyway of their own. So either you do it in your dorms or your kitchen, find a friend, talk to me, come to my apartment, I will welcome you with open arms, right? So come on, cook in my apartment. If you actually cook it, and bring it, and we can eat it and not die. It's going to be a 10 points extra credit. So for those of you that are struggling with your grade and need to bring it up, this is a good chance to do it. And this is the only extra credit I give in this semester. Alright? So what I'll basically try to do is I'm going to try to see if I can find a bigger, like a conference room. Maybe like for the opposite one there so we can all sit. And then we're going to pass food around. And then because we're going to, from next week, another reason I do this is because I think from next week, things are going to pick up a lot in this class. So I want to kind of give you guys a break, something that we can kind of just hang out and prepare before we move on. So yeah, we'll just talk about kind of the lecture for the discussion for next week's class while we eat. Because we're going to be eating, right? Is how you guys financing your education. And the reason I do that is so everyone can kind of hear what everyone else is doing and help them if they need to get access to other resources. I don't know if that makes any sense. When we get there, it will make sense. Anyway, so for those of you that just come in, next week or from today, we are going to be preparing 2 recipes, documenting them, But I'm going to actually be cooking them for Wednesday's class. I'm bringing them in. Alright? Not hypothetical cooking, real cooking. On the stove, in a pot, on a plate. Mike, Matthew, you had a question.
Yeah, so we don't have to
I'd like for you to cook, but if you don't cook, it's not the end of the world. If you don't cook, please don't stay away from class. Come to class anyway. You just have to eat everyone's food and feel like crap, but...
cook. Alright.
No, but you don't... The answer is if you absolutely cannot cook. If you absolutely
I mean,
cannot cook...
I can cook, but like, and then I gotta break the dish over here.
If yeah, come on, there's foil, right?
I mean, is anybody like allergic to eggs and stuff like that?
No,
I don't
nobody-
wanna give anybody allergies.
No one has... Are you allergic to eggs? Just cheese and milk? Just cheese and milk. And again, even if you bring something people are allergic to, just skip over them. We're gonna have, God knows, 20 things going around the class. I think if they don't taste one of them, they'll be alright, right? Hands. Yeah.
So we're doing this
On Thursday, yes.
It says Wednesday on the slide.
I'm sorry. My last semester I taught Monday and Wednesdays.
So we don't have a new assignment
On Thursday you don't have a new assignment, no.
This coming Thursday?
Yes, you don't have a new assignment. Your assignment for the week, right, that is due next week Monday is to prepare these 2 recipes and document them. Alright, so each recipe basically counts for your regular 10 points. Yes, ma'am.
What if we come on Thursday with corrections? Or like,
You can come on Thursday with your corrections, come on Thursday with your food, or come on Thursday by itself. By yourself, right? But I don't want you guys to skip the class because you're not cooking. Because we're going to have a very, very valid conversation on Thursday, and I'd like for everyone to be there. I would prefer for you to cook, right? I'll make something in case all of you guys decide to be jerks and not make anything, so at least we can all eat. Yes.
The cooking will be Thursday for the extra credit.
Yes.
And the recipes are due
Next week Monday. Yes. So you have a little more time. So that way you can only focus on one. You don't have to do 2 of them, right? For Thursday and then you get it done. And it's really not hard to cook. Come on, guys, right? It's really very. I'll bring all the things like paper plates and cups and all that. Questions? Okay. How do you calculate nutrition information? Does anyone know how to calculate nutrition information based on foods that they cook, not just reading from the pack? You see why this is useful? You guys actually learn something. Okay, so there's a website that I like to use, right? You've noticed things like this on boxes, right? How do they come up with these things? So basically, there is a let's see, let me get on the internet. Come on. Okay. So here's something called the recipe calculator, right? For example, then you can pretty much find any kind of ingredient here. So let's say I want to make let's say chicken fried rice, hypothetically speaking, right? So let's say I add add an ingredient. The simplest chicken fried rice, I'll say mixed veggies, right? That's the frozen bag of like things. Mixed steamed veggies Panda Express, assuming that's the one I bought, right? The brand. Okay, I'm going to add and based on the box, if there are brands, you would see like how many servings. So let's say I added let's say I added 4 servings. Does this make sense so far? Okay, add the food today. Let's say I also want to add some chicken breast, right? So chicken breast cooked no skin, blah blah blah. Chicken breast with skin, right? So let's say cooked no skin and roasted, right? Does that make sense? Or let's say the raw one, whatever. With skin, so 0.5, whatever. How many pounds? So let's say you have 1 pound, or you have 3 pounds. I add that. What else do you add to chicken fried rice? Some rice, right? Are you guys like, oh crap, what is it? What did I get myself into? Huh? If you are, then yes, I'm achieving what I want. So let's see, white rice. Okay, so long grain cooked, and I want 1 cup or I want 3 cups. Doesn't matter. What else is in fried rice? Come on, guys. Soy sauce. How much? How much soy sauce? Just give me throw under something. 2 tablespoons. So, and at the very least, salt. Alright? So, this is like your most basic, bland tasting fried rice. And you are allowed to look up online recipes. You're allowed to cook recipes that you find online. So go to like allrecipes.com. You don't have to come up with this recipe from scratch. Allrecipes.com, whatever recipe place, you can find a recipe and just replicate it. Alright? And this is also going to build your confidence in the kitchen. You can actually make something that is edible. If you cannot cook at all, find a recipe that is simple enough, 4 ingredients, and make it. If you do not have money to buy groceries, talk to me. If you don't have a kitchen, talk to me. Alright? Okay, so we added salt. And then close. So you see how, okay, so all the things are here. I added the steamed veggies, chicken breast, blah, 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 soy sauce. I didn't quite hit the salt right, whatever. So let's say after I'm done making it, right? It serves 5 people. You get what I'm saying? Oh, crap. Calculate information. So do you see I have 5 recipes? Calories, 272 calories. Total fat, X. Total blah, 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 blah. I just generated the thing for my meal. Alright, this is the equivalent to what you see on the label. This database right here pretty much has every brand. There has never been a time when I try to find something and I didn't find it. Except for, like, you know, I'm Nigerian, I make a lot of Nigerian meals. There's some things that you just can't find on the internet because I just don't have an English name for it. Those kinds of things can be tough, but every single thing that is sold in Walmart, Whole Foods, Safeway, every single thing is in this database. You'll be okay. Anyone nervous about this? Why are you nervous? Hands. That's good. What about you? Okay. That's a good reason. What else? If you're not confident enough in your cooking skills, please don't kill us. Just don't come with the food. Alright? Again, this is a great way. Yes, Matt.
So we're cooking on Thursday.
You're bringing the food on Thursday. This coming Thursday. And again, remember, he's like, wait. We'll bring it in so everyone can eat it. So basically, right? Remember, this is extra credit. I'm not depending on your grade. You getting your regular grade for the week is not dependent on how much money you have and if you have a kitchen or whatever. That's just not fair, and I know that, right? But this is just a great way for you guys to practice a new skill. Either way, you're going to have to do it anyway because you have to do it for the assignment anyway, right? You just have to do one much earlier and bring it into class. All right. Any more questions? If you're way too uncomfortable about doing it, just don't do it, and you just won't get the extra credit. But please show up to class. All right. We'll let you eat anyway. Any other questions?
Is any food like okay, like pizza, the fries?
Any kind of food is okay. Last year we had somebody bring her family spinach, a secret family spinach dip. She said we had to use Hellman's mayo, no other kind of mayo to make it, right? And it was fantastic. We also had someone bring some cracked wheat veggie mix. That was really good. So it was a traditional Indian recipe. She brought it. Somebody brought like a pumpkin dip and brought some crackers, right? She made the pumpkin dip. We dipped it. A guy made pizza rolls. Some people made brownies. One guy called his mother. His mother made the brownies and brought it to school. I was like, no, you can't do that. So yeah, you can pretty much make anything. Right, and the worst is if we don't like it, we'll just pass it along. All right. So I will try to get a room like the one opposite, so that way we can kind of like flow a lot better. We can kind of pass it around. I'll try to make. Generally, I try to make something that is baked. So does anyone have nut allergies? Okay, no nuts. If I make muffins or something that has butter in it, would you swell in hives?
The butter's good.
Butter.
Just cheese and milk.
Okay. So generally, I try to make like a baked good, so that way I can. So I'll make something. Okay. So how do you cook? So things you guys know what cups are, right? When they say recipe, put 1 cup of something. You know these are the cups. You know what? And those are like the little tablespoon, teaspoon things. Just so some people have never seen it before. So those are what they are. So cooking exhibit, we talked about it. You're going to prepare 2 great recipes. Cook one and bring your tasting sample to Thursday's class for extra credit. Print 1 copy of your recipe. Another thing that we did that was really nice, people were able to print out the card of their recipe, and I'll show you guys how to put the recipe on the card, all right, and put it by their meal. So in case anyone wanted to make it, they were able to see how it was made. All right. There's how can I can't spell nowadays. Why can't I spell? Thursday's class. Okay. You must use your own pictures. Whatever, you must take a picture of your own food and put it there. It can't be the online picture, all right? Each recipe gets 10 points. If cooking the recipe gets extra 10 points. Submit to Blackboard. That sounds simple enough, right? Okay, so now let's go to the actual recipe card to see what it looks like. It's called the tracking toolkit. So basically, this is an example of a recipe. Spinach feta whatever pizza. You can just hit delete and delete this one. All the other ones here are blank. Do you see that? You can, to replace the picture, just right click, change picture. Then you put your own picture, put your own picture in there. This will be your ingredients. You can type all your ingredients in here, right? Your directions, you can type your directions in here. The report card, all these things are editable. Do you see that? All these numbers you can change to the actual numbers. So we need how many grams of fat, cholesterol, sodium, and carbs, and you get that from that website that I showed you. Category setup. This I wouldn't really touch it because generally most meals fall into this category, so just leave it. All right. Let's see, recipe contents. Let's see, click to view. I think I wouldn't worry too much about these. Some people like struggled with like having all the setup of things right. My main focus is for you guys to actually like just learn the process of cooking something that you see online, and being able to document it properly. All right, because it comes in really handy, especially when you start to have like special recipes of your own that you never want to forget or you want to share with people. It comes in very handy. All right. So yeah, so basically leave these things alone. Don't really worry too much about them. Go to each of the recipes. Remember, look at this one as an example so you know what you should put in, and then fill your recipes into this empty recipe 1 and empty recipe 2. All right. If you want to do up to 5 recipes, be my guest. I suspect most of you would stop at 2. Does anybody have any questions? Questions, please. Anybody excited about this? No? One person is excited. Thank you. All right. Anyone like still like super nervous? Why are you nervous? That's why you're great for this class. Even if you can't cook, but I'm 100% sure you can read. I'm 120% sure that you can read, right? Go anywhere. Allrecipes.com. I'll show you guys a great place to get recipes. This is a great place. It can be anything. Get it from Instagram, get anything. Alright? Don't get anything that is too fancy. So let's see. Toddler muffins. Hypothetically speaking. Alright? How many ingredients? So, sugar, bananas, jar fruit, blah, blah, blah. No, this looks like a lot. Basically, go through the thing that you find the least number of ingredients. Right? Or just Google 5 ingredient recipes, 4 ingredient recipes. something, and I'm sure they're all over the internet. The internet is your home to find everything that you want. 5 ingredients or less recipes. And it's on food.com, so you know it's not terrible. It doesn't taste terrible, right? All these things right here are 5 ingredients or less. Where is it? You guys get the point. This is not difficult to do. It may seem intimidating because it's going to come out as food, but I promise it's really easy. Questions? And stay back and talk to me because I need to go over the class with you. Cool? Anyone not have a kitchen? Hands, please. Like, for real, hands. Like, I need to, like, see your hands up. Okay, 1. Okay, so no kitchen. Anyone have any other limitations? What are your limitations?
I have kitchen, but I don't have like these specific
How do you eat now?
I do have some stuff, but it's like usually.
Whatever you used to cook, eat every day, use that same thing. Alright? Again, don't think of this as you're not presenting it to Gordon Ramsay, alright? This is us. This is really us just hanging out and talking in class and just eating some food. And laughing at each other. Some of it is gonna taste bad, I tell you, right? Last semester some things tasted bad and we laughed at the people that cooked the bad stuff. Expect that to happen. That's part of the fun of it. Alright? Alright. Hands. Well, yes. Do you have a hand up, Matthew? More excitement? No. And again, don't forget, please. I'm gonna say this out loud and on tape, right? This is not like this is only extra credit, right? Your basic grade in the class, you will get this regardless of whether or not you cook. Except no matter what, you have to make your 2 recipes. All right. So if you can't figure out a way to do it before Thursday, plan to do the regular one. Find a friend, stay in a place during the weekend, and knock it out. 5 ingredient recipes, 4 ingredient recipes. Seriously, those things are really easy to do. All right. And if you're not bringing anything to class, and no, you don't have to bring a whole pan. Let's talk about quantity. You don't have to bring a whole pan of food. Just bring something that can feed 2 people. Like something really small, because guess what? If we have 20 people that bring stuff, right? Everybody can't have a pan of food. That's too much food to be wasted. It's generally just going to be, oh, I made XYZ, right? People are going to pass it around and take 1 spoon and put it in their plate, pass it around, take 1 spoon. So people it's kind of like think of it like a taste kind of thing. But you just taste so many things that you'll be full at the end of the day. Questions? You're free to go home. Oh. It's on the PowerPoint presentation. Just double click on the thing. Questions? Cool. See you Thursday with your food. Does anyone know that they're not cooking? If you know you're not cooking, hands. So I have 1, I have 2. Who else? If you know that you're definitely not cooking.
Wait, does pancake count?
Pancakes, you can bring pancakes. Anything. Does anyone know that you're not cooking? Okay. That doesn't mean that if you say you're cooking now and you change your mind, that doesn't mean you lose points, right? It's just an estimate to kind of know if I'm kind of riding solo on this one. I need to make more food. Alright? Huh? I generally like to I'll make a muffin, something that that is a little substantial. Maybe a muffin, or what should I make? Muffin or like a real food like chicken? Huh? Muffin? Rice? You want jollof rice? So I make the meanest jollof rice on the planet. Does anyone want me to for real like make rice, like a full-blown jollof rice? Alright, jollof rice it is then. Alright? Jollof rice is like a traditional like Nigerian, West African I would say, West African meal that like people die for. The other day, if you mess it up, does anyone know who Jamie Oliver is? Jamie Oliver made whatever he thought his version of jollof rice was and put it on TV, and all the Nigerian women in London hunted him down. It was on news all. Yeah, you can't mess with it. Yeah, so I make a mean jollof rice. I'll make it and bring it. Cool? Alright, see you guys Thursday.
Any recipe you want. Yeah, just bring one to class on
So when I submitted the,
well, you have to do two.
not the
So
vacation
the
one,
assignment is like maybe
Personal one?
or no, it wasn't vacation one. I submitted it and I looked at it and it came up like, all like, what's the little button, like, number symbols. And I
But
don't
when
know,
you downloaded it, did it come out correctly?
it didn't, I mean, it was correctly on on the Excel, but when I downloaded it and I looked at it, it like changed it. And I just wanted to make sure that if you saw it, it was the same thing that I saw.
I don't, email it to me on the subject just in case the submission doesn't work.
Okay, thank you.
Hey!
So I have two grandparents
Mhm.
on the brink of death,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not sure because one's in North Carolina, one's in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
So I might be leaving tomorrow
Okay.
to try to hit both of them before.
Mm-hmm.
But I just want to know. I might be here on Thursday. I might not. But if not, I'll email you.
I'm sorry. Good luck, okay?
Thank you. Okay.
I'm sorry. Question.
So I have to go out of town this week, but I'll just use my aunt's kitchen like over the weekend, but I won't be able to be here
That's
Thursday.
fine, yeah.
Alright, cool.
Yeah.
I'll use my aunt's.
Did you kind of catch the point of the entire
Yeah, we're bringing,
Yeah.
is there like directions?
No, the template is on the slide. So look at the
Okay.
second blackboard, and they're supposed to cook and bring on Thursday.
This Thursday, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, cool. So basically, whatever you prepare, you can put it in the Excel spreadsheet. Yeah, I will turn it out so people can see what you did. Other questions? Okay.